Shang Han Lun. Shang Han Lun, also known as Treatise on Cold Damaged Diseases, is a foundational text in traditional Chinese medicine. It is a comprehensive compilation of clinical experiences presenting various patterns, symptoms, and treatments that have been utilized over centuries. There are three famous books with Lun in their titles: Shang Han Lun, Pi Wei Lun, and Wen Rei Lun. All three books are considered groundbreaking works in the history of Chinese medicine. The term Lun, contrary to its literal meaning, indicates a lower level of authority compared to Jing. Rather than implying absolute truth, it suggests the work represents the author's personal research and findings. Therefore, books with Lun in their titles often present new theories that differ from previous doctrines and are typically very empirical and practical in nature. In contrast, books with Jing in their titles, such as Neijing, Meijing, and Yijing, imply absolute authority. The Treatise on Cold Damage and Miscellaneous Diseases is also known as Treatise on Cold Damage and Acute Diseases, with different interpretations of the characters Da and Jat. In later generations, Zabing was interpreted as diseases other than epidemic diseases, leading to the text being split into two separate books, Shang Han Lun and Jin Gui Yao Lu. However, when interpreting Zubin as acute sudden diseases, the text is viewed as a comprehensive work dealing with cold damage disorders that suddenly occur and transform into various conditions. From this perspective, the later division into two separate books is considered an incorrect modification by later generations. Shang Han Lun as a clinical experience. This ancient text is a treasure of practical clinical experiences. It meticulously documents cases, outlining the presented symptoms, the corresponding treatment methods, responses. Shang Han Lun and epidemic diseases. While the primary focus of Shang Han Lun is on epidemic diseases that present with cold, its scope is not limited to this. The text covers a wide variety of diseases, providing a holistic understanding of illness and health. This makes it a versatile tool in addressing diverse health issues. In ancient times, the term cold had been used as poor and abnormal. A Japanese physician named Nakadake Korechu wrote a book called Studies on Shanghan, which includes the phrase Wei Shi Wei Han, Gai Gu Yi Ye. This explains that referring to She as Han was an original ancient meaning, as it was used to indicate all pathogenic factors. Development into Kampo medicine. The principles and practices outlined in Shang Han Lun found their way to Japan, where they were further developed into Kohoha school, which is the most dominant in Japanese Kampo medicine, by doctors like Yoshimasu Todo. Kampo medicine has since become a significant part of Japan's healthcare system, demonstrating the enduring influence and relevance of Shang Han Lun. Foundation of Chinese herbal formulas. Shang Han Lun is the cornerstone of Chinese herbal formulas. Numerous formulas for treating various ailments have been derived from this book. It has essentially shaped the field of Chinese herbal medicine, guiding practitioners in the creation and application of effective herbal remedies. Further study. Until recently, most TCM practitioners believed that they were following the theories of the Huangdi Neijing, and that the Shang Han Lun was also created with reference to the Neijing. However, with the discovery of a version of the Shang Han Lun called the Kangping Ben in Japan, the fiction and truth of the Shang Han Lun have been newly highlighted. The preface of the Shang Han Lun, which was said to have referenced parts of the Neijing, is now suspected to have been added later. According to the contents of the Kangping Ben, the original Shang Han Lun had quite significant differences from the content of the Neijing. Many parts that mentioned yin-yang and five elements theory were thought to have been added later, causing people to reconsider the relationship between the Shang Han Lun and the Neijing. Many TCM practitioners thought that the root of Chinese medicine was the Neijing and that it was all about yin-yang and five elements theory. However, according to research originating from the Kangping Ben, the Shang Han Lun can also be considered another root of TCM. The Shang Han Lun pursued clinical and practical treatment methods, and the Taoist five elements theory did not exist within it. It seems that it was subtly altered in the process of the Yijing school, who were mainstream at the time, adding theoretical interpretations to the Shang Han Lun. If the preface of the Shang Han Lun was indeed fabricated, it can be surmised that there was an intention at that time to place the Shang Han Lun below the Neijing.